Hello you gorgeous people, welcome to my channel. My name's Tara and I'm here to help you make confident choices with your beauty buys, and today straight into Natasha Denona's brand new Glam palette. Let's have a look. Now Natasha's put this all over Instagram. She's got sort of little demos of how to use it. It is a cool to neutral toned palette. There are 15 shades. It retails for $65, which is around £55. It's going to be available in the UK on the 16th of September online at Harrods and Selfridges. And I think Cult Beauty, and then you can get it in store from the 25th of September. You can get it now if you're prepared to pay for the shipping on Natasha Denona's website. I paid £15 for the shipping. I had it delivered within about 3 days of ordering, and here it is. Now first off, let's take a look at some swatches. Okay, so this is the top row, and we've got a centre eyelid shade, an outer eyelid shade, an inner corner shade, a crease shade, and then this transition shade, which is generally the colour of my skin, so it's that sort of pale creamy colour. And on the second row we have Smoke, Blend, Lash Line, Inner Corner and Centre Eyelid. And on the bottom row we have Centre Eyelid, Outer Eyelid, Centre Eyelid, Outer Eyelid, Brow Bone. So it's quite a unique thing with this palette that Natasha has not given the shades names as such, but she's sort of written underneath each one where you can use them. We've got 5 matte shades, and the rest are shimmery, very similar to the formula in her bronze palette. And if you want to have a little bit of a compare, obviously they are very different in tone. Oof, this one's got a little bit messy. There we go. So, I mean, if you have bronze, then, you know, you can definitely buy this one, pick this one up and feel that you're going to get something completely different. The packaging is really nice. It's prone to getting fingerprints on it, as lots of them are. But it's really, really lovely. If you order it from the website, if you can't wait for it to be in the UK, if you're watching from the UK, I got it so quickly in about 3 days, and yeah, I paid about £15 for the shipping. So, a cool toned palette. Well, this is the look that I've got on my eyes today. And that's following Natasha's sort of guide here. I used this goldy colour on the centre, transition to kick off the look as a sort of base. I used the crease colour in the crease. I used the brow bone colour, but I found it to be a little bit dark and goldy for mine, but I used it anyway. And then the inner corner I went for this silvery colour. I smoked out with the Smoke. And then I did put this very dark colour on my lash line, but I always use a trusty sort of liquid liner pen anyway. So, you know, just to get that colour. But if you didn't want to use that and you did just want to use this really dark colour, then it's a really good colour. It goes nice and deep. And yeah, this is the look. And I really, really love this sort of colour by numbers thing that she's done. It's so easy because you just sort of look at the palette and just choose one for anything that you're using. It's quite interesting how many colours I've actually used today. So I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I actually used 7 of the colours in the palette, which I wouldn't normally do. I'd probably normally use like 3 or 4. but this just sort of gives you a reminder of where to place everything and where to put everything. And I think the look is really nice, really sophisticated, and really easy for somebody who's starting out. I teamed it with one of Natasha's own lipsticks. This is I Need a Nude, and this is the colour Natasha, which is a neutral beige, which I might do a little separate video on. And actually, if you look on Natasha's Instagram, she's teamed this with the Natasha colour on her stories. I think she sort of did the look on herself, and that was the lipstick she used as well. So yes, a neutral, cool neutral palette. Now, I don't think I own a cool toned eyeshadow palette at all. Now I've got one. I have heard that people say that it's similar to Jeffree Star's Chromated palette. I'm not too familiar with that one. I'm not really, didn't think of myself as a fan of kind of the silvers and greys, and that's probably why I have used this gold, and I think I'm going to dip into this gold a lot as the centre colour when I use it. But also you've got this nice pinky colour which gives a little bit of warmth as well. So I love the fact that she's told you where to use the colours. I think it goes deep enough, and even though this brown she says to use on the lash line, I think you could also use that in the outer corners for more depth if you wanted it. So I like this palette. Now, it's quite interesting in terms of what to wear with a cool toned palette. I bought a really gorgeous bright yellow jumpsuit yesterday, a very summery number, and I had this palette on with the Natasha lipstick, and it just did not go. The summery outfit with this cool toned makeup and lipstick just really didn't work. I feel this is a look that I'll be wearing when I've got a black dress on, the sort of slinky, more autumny or wintry nights out kind of look. And I'm still just hanging on to the ends of summer in London. So probably maybe one I'm going to save until it gets a little bit cooler and I'm definitely wearing more black and sort of dark blues and dark greens, and I think this will look really, really nice. But I love the formula, is fantastic. If you are a little nervous about placement and where to put different colours, then I think this is really, really good. I mean, if you're a makeup artist, I don't know, you're the expert, so you'll know if this is a palette that's going to work for you. I've heard a lot of people saying that it's really nice for kind of bridal glam, but I would say that maybe summer bridal, I'm not sure. Just for me, the cool tones is definitely quite a wintry or an evening Christmas party kind of look, but I really like it, and I do really love the fact that she has this gold and this pink. As I say, for me, the sort of the real greys and silvers alone excuse me, the real greys and silvers alone are not something that I'd be too keen to try. I would like a little bit of sort of goldness or a little bit of warmth that I think this pink could bring through. But overall, I'm really, really, really happy with this palette. I think I was able to get quite a sophisticated look. Bearing in mind, I'm in no way an expert when it comes to putting on my makeup, but I think I've managed to get quite a sophisticated look with the palette. And I think what I'm going to try and do is work out the equivalent shades in my bronze palette, the sort of the crease, the inner corner, outer corner, and kind of replicate what she's done with this one. But I really, really love the fact that she saved herself a job having to think up names for all these shades. But I think what she's done is really, really helpful. So I like this palette. I don't know how many more cool toned to neutral palettes I will need. I feel that it might be just one for me. But it's really interesting, it's sort of people talking about cool tones and warm tones. I've got really warm eyes because my eyes are sort of a very dark warm brown, but I think that the coolness of these shades, actually the sort of contrast, brings my eyes out quite well, which is interesting because I always thought, oh, definitely warm on my eyes, warm on my eyes. The lipstick is a neutral beige, and I think that maybe a warmer pink might sort of help to sort of warm everything up generally. I'm still sort of playing with the warm and the cool and all that kind of vibe, but if you're thinking of getting this palette, as I said, if you can possibly get to a store to have a look at it before you buy it, it's going to be available in Harrods and Selfridges, I think, from the 25th of September, so you can actually go in and have a look. But I think there really aren't a lot of cool toned palettes on the market. This is definitely different. So I do buy an awful lot of eyeshadow palettes, and I'm sure I've got a lot of repeats, whereas this definitely is not, and for that reason I'm really pleased I've got it. I think you can do really sophisticated looks in a simple way. It's all quite muted, it's cool, but it doesn't go, I mean, it can go dark. I think if you use this lash line colour, as I said, in the corners, you can go quite dark and get some depth, but obviously there's no black. But really classy, sophisticated, nice look, and you can play around using slightly different, you know, center colors. So you can go for the pink or the gold, or if you want to go more grays, there is this kind of taupey color. So yeah, I'm really pleased with my purchase. And as for the lipsticks, the colour, I feel I'm getting used to this sort of beigey colour. I'm definitely more of a pink lipstick girl, a sort of pale pink to sort of peachy coral, but the smoothness of the lipstick is really nice. It glides on, it's a lovely hefty weighty bullet, and it feels like you're really sort of getting your money's worth. I think they're about £23. I would love to know what you think if you're going to add this latest Natasha Denona offering to your collection. Let me know in the comments below, and please do subscribe and like this video if you found it in any way helpful. I've got loads more coming up. I'm going to be looking at some Guerlain finishing powder. I've got some Flowers Beauty, which is Drew Barrymore's line, which is available in Superdrug. There's a really nice palette called Suns Blazing, completely different from this. It is like a tequila sunrise on your eyeshadow, on your eyes, yellows and pinks and golds. So please watch out for more videos. I'm back. I've been unwell. Don't know if this is going to be interesting to any of you, but I'm going to try and do a video on hypothyroidism, how it's affected my skin and my hair. It's a pretty nasty illness that I have that's meant I haven't done these videos for a few weeks because I've been bedridden, but I'm back now, here to do some more looks and some more reviews. I hope you've enjoyed watching. For now, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.